Hi everybody, my name's Troy Hawes and welcome once again to another edition of My Acoustic Lounge. Today's guitar tutorial uncovers a great classic rock song from the late 70s called In the City. It was written by Joe Walsh of the Eagles and another gentleman named Barry Dvorak. Now, In the City was originally recorded for the 1979 soundtrack to the cult classic movie The Warriors. But that same year, the Eagles re-recorded it as a track for their Long Run album. Now, even though In the City was not an official release, it's still in heavy rotation today on all of your favorite classic rock stations. Now, before we get started, be sure to click the subscribe button as I try to put up new content on a regular basis. In addition, if you like my tutorials and videos, you might actually also like my original music, which can now be purchased or streamed from any one of your favorite online music providers. Simply punch up Troy Hawes and you'll find my music there. So, we're going to look at the chords that you're going to need to know first, then we'll perform the cover. Afterwards, we'll go in depth and have a closer look at the chord progression. As always, I'm going to use a great backbeat from my Beat Buddy by Singular Sound. So, if you want to learn a great song by the Eagles, specifically Joe Walsh, stick around. We're going to get started right now. Alright, in order to get all the way through the acoustic lounge version of In the City, you're going to need to know three basic chords. Let's have a closer look at them now. The first chord is an A major. You're going to need to know a D chord. And lastly, an E major. That's it. Those three chords are going to get you all the way through the acoustic lounge version of In the City. Let's get to the cover.
Somewhere out on that horizon, out beyond the neon lights, I know there must be something better, but there's nowhere else in sight. It's survival in the city, when you live from day to day. City streets don't have much pity. When you're down, that's where you'll say, ooh. In the city, I was born here in the city, with my back up against the wall. Nothing grows and life ain't pretty. There's no one here to catch you when you fall. Somewhere out on that horizon, far away from the neon sky, I know there must be something better, and I can't stay another night. Ooh. In the city,
All right, let's get to the chord progression. Now, the biggest challenge in this song is really not the chords. The biggest challenge in this song is to sing the key like Joe Walsh sings. And that's very difficult. He has that classic rock pitch and tone that was very common in the 70s and the 80s. And it's just very difficult to copy. Now, as I always do, I encourage all viewers to change a song up a little bit to better suit your singing style. What do I mean specifically? Well, if you really know this song, you know that at several points in the song, he goes from the A to the D, and then he really elevates it. He goes da 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 da. And I simply cannot do that. So instead of elevating it like that, I go to the E chord, which is lower and better suited for my singing style. You choose what you want to do. So let's have a closer look here. Okay, we're going to break this down into 3 separate parts for you. We're going to have a look at the verses first, then we'll look at the chorus, and then we'll look at a bit of a bridge that I incorporate into my version of this great song. Let's start with the verse. The song basically starts on the A major chord. Here we go. Somewhere out on that horizon, out beyond the neon lights, I know there must be something better, but there's nowhere else in sight. Let's have a closer look now at the chorus. Okay, the chorus, it's strummed slightly different than the verse. My version basically starts on the A chord. Here we go. Woo! In the city, Okay, let's have a quick look at this bridge that I incorporate. All right, that little bridge that I play, very, very simple to do. It basically has no lyrics to sing along with. It's just there to help transition between the verses. Very, very easy to do. Basically starts on the D chord. Here we go. Back into the verse. Very, very easy to do. Practice that a few times and I know you'll get her down. There you have it, In the City, written by Joe Walsh and Barry Dvorak. Thank you for tuning in to my Acoustic Lounge. My name is Troy Hawes. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. I do truly, truly appreciate it. Until the next time, keep playing. Music is good for the soul.